Okay, so hello and welcome to our live workshop. Today I'm going to be talking about how to make money with email marketing. Email marketing is very, very important, and this is key to making a successful online business. So even if you're an affiliate marketer, freelance designer, small business owner, or even a blogger, an email list is very, very important. I can't emphasize this way more. So I'm really excited to talk about this because previously, when I used to talk about the email marketing, I used to recommend a software called ConvertKit. Now, ConvertKit is quite expensive. So I went online and I came across a deal on AppSumo, and this deal is fantastic. So I'll be talking about the deal, and then I'm going to show you how to set up email marketing on your website, and also talk about opportunities and how you can make money with this service. So before we get started, I'd like to say welcome to everyone. I have Farhan, good to see you. Roger, good to see you too. We have Jim, we have Joanne, Dorothy, Monique, good to see you as well. We also have Sam, and we also have Paul, Stephen. All right, excellent. Good to see you all. So what's been happening lately is the studio that I use, they changed the times because of the situation that is happening right now. So this has impacted me on the courses that I need to do and also the live stream. So they've pretty much closed Saturday and Sunday here at the studio. So I'm going to try and squeeze in and do these live workshops during the week, because the weekends I can't do it anymore until, of course, the situation changes. So that is why we haven't been having these on Saturdays. All right, so let's talk about email marketing. And first of all, before we get started, I'd like to say this offer that I'm talking about, the MailPoet offer, I've actually taken it on and I am actually using it. So what I've done is previously I've been using ConvertKit. So I haven't really canceled ConvertKit because I want to slowly get everyone onto MailPoet. Now, the reason being is there are some settings I have on ConvertKit that I still need to keep over there. So what I'm going to do now is to quickly show you my ConvertKit account. So I don't know if I've shown you this before, but my email list was around close to about 5,000. So what I did was I exported all the 5,000 subscribers onto MailPoet. The reason why I did that is because when you use ConvertKit and even all these other email service providers like MailChimp and so on, the price you pay monthly increases by the number of subscribers. So you can, as you can see, this can become really, really, really expensive over time. So this is why I lowered this so that I could pay at least $49 per month. But eventually I'm just going to have all my subscribers over on MailPoet. Now let's talk about this MailPoet deal. So first of all, if we take a look here, for the first 1,000 subscribers, it is free, but you also have to have a sending program that you use to send these emails. But just like the other email providers, if you start increasing your subscribers above the 1,000, you are going to start to see that this is going to get even more expensive. So as you can see here, just 1,250 subscribers, it goes up to 13 euro. And I think the price is also in US dollars if you are in America. So as you can see, as I'm increasing this slider here, it is getting more and more expensive. And this, by the way, is the monthly payment that you have to make in order for you to use this service. So I thought to myself, you know what? A lot of us are just starting off, right? So we haven't started making money with our websites. So jumping onto a service like this where you have to commit to paying monthly can be a bit challenging, because I've been through this journey before where you're trying to build your mailing list and you have to pay monthly, but you're not making money from that mailing list yet. So that's where the challenge is. So this is where this deal comes in. So this deal here is on AppSumo. So I want you to take a look closely here. So this deal is very straightforward. How it works is you pay a one-off of $49, right? A one-off of $49, and this gives you a lifetime deal. Now, this lifetime deal, let me just show you on the plans. So this lifetime deal provides you with 5,000 email subscribers. Now, here's the thing. You can have this deal on unlimited websites. As long as each website has up to 5,000 subscribers, you're good. So you can have unlimited websites using MailPoet for just $49, as long as you don't exceed the 5,000 subscribers per website. So you can have one website, 5,000, another website, 5,000. So those are unlimited. And this is what really got me excited about this deal. Now I have a link to the deal. It's in fact, let me just add it up here so you can see it. Right, so I've just added the link there to buy MailPoet. And what I'm going to do as well, because this is a really fantastic email service tool, I'm going to create a mini course that pretty much just gets you up and running on how to set it all up and create all your landing pages. So of course, I'm going to show you quite a lot of the features in this live workshop, but I'm going to create a dedicated mini course to show you how to use this. So all you have to do is to click on that link, and then this should take you onto a landing page where you can leave your name and email address. So once you do that, as soon as the course is ready, I'll just give you access to that. All right, so moving on. Now, if you double it and pay $98, now this is also a one-time purchase. So if you say, okay, you know what, I'm going to go with the $98. If you buy the $98, you get 10,000 subscribers per website. So that's just doubling the amount of subscribers here from 5,000 to 10,000. And if you want to even go a bit more crazy, you can go for the 147, and this will give you 15,000 subscribers per website. So this right here is really powerful, because once you get about 10,000 subscribers, these 10,000 subscribers can actually make you money if you are selling products or you're doing affiliate marketing and so on. So this should be able to start paying itself as soon as you get above 10,000 subscribers. But this is mostly very, very exciting for designers like yourselves, freelance designers. Now, if you're just designing basic websites where you just design the homepage, about us, you know, those kind of websites, yes, you can make money with that, but you can actually improve or add more value to those type of websites that you'll be creating by offering an extra service. So you can say to each of your clients, in fact, if you have clients right now, you can go back to those clients, of course, after purchasing this deal, and say, look, for an extra, let's say X amount, I can add an email service onto your website. And to be honest, this is something that's a no-brainer. If you pitch this correctly, all these companies that you've designed websites for will be very happy to take you on the deal, because all you have to do is to say, look, I'm going to provide even more value. So let's say one of your websites is a restaurant website. You can actually say, look, I'm going to create a landing page. Let's give an offer, maybe a 10% off on the first meal or on the first order, and give them a coupon code, and collect all these emails, so that in the future you can use these emails to promote even other events or other products or new menus or whatever it is. It could be maybe even a fitness coach. A fitness coach could have could start building a mailing list of potential people that want to join the training. And what you could do is, at those times where maybe the fitness coach, the business is quiet, he can push out emails and promote any other offers during the time where it's quiet. Not even that, you can also use this email to send emails out with very good tips or even videos that the fitness provider is doing. Because a lot of small business owners out there, they are not really clued onto this type of marketing. It is very, it's quite difficult to set up, but once you set it up and you know what, and you know how to use it, it's very, very, very powerful. So anyway, so back over here now. This, as I mentioned, is a one-time. So you pay 98 and you get 10,000 subscribers per website. And this is unlimited websites, unlimited emails. So you don't even have to look for a different subscriber to push your emails out. So right now, so far, Monique here says, what's sending program? Right. So when you purchase MailPoet, it has its own sending program. In fact, let me just come over here and show you. I'm not sure if it's on this page. Okay, there we go. So MailPoet has its own sending program, which they charge quite a lot of money. So as you can see here, it's 149 euros. So when you purchase this this deal here, you actually get the sending service itself. So you're able to send using their program. So you don't have to look for a different program or a different service to send your emails, because there are also other services out there like Amazon that you can connect with, and they will send your emails out. So this includes their system. So pretty much it's the whole system. Once you set it all up and you have a list of emails, you can send your emails out that way. And by the way, if you have any more questions, just go in there and drop in your questions, and I'll be able to just take a quick look and respond as I am going through. Farhan says, please describe the per website thingy. Okay, I know it can be quite confusing. Right, so let's say, for example, you purchase this $49, right? You get one license. Now that license for $49 allows you to add MailPoet, which is the email service provider. It allows you to set it up on unlimited websites. So you can have as many, you can add it on to as many websites as you want. You can also send out unlimited emails, which means you don't get charged when you send emails out to your mailing list. Okay. You can also have unlimited lists and segments. So pretty much you can have a whole list of segments. There's no limitations basically with this. Now this 5,000 subscribers per website means here on the unlimited website, each website has to have a maximum of 5,000 subscribers on the mailing list. So anyone that subscribes on that list is counted as one. If the second person subscribes, it's counted as two on that particular website. So you can only have a maximum of 5,000 on each website. But the websites you're going to apply this plugin on are unlimited. Just like the Divi offer, you know, the Divi lifetime offer, it's unlimited websites. So you can have Divi on unlimited websites. So same thing as this, you can have MailPoet on unlimited websites, but each website has to have a maximum of 5,000 subscribers. And if you go for this one here, it's going to be 10,000 subscribers and 15,000 subscribers per website. Now over here, I have actually got the 10,000 subscribers because when I saw this straight away, I went for it. And this is a one-time payment, by the way. If you pay 98, that's it. It's a lifetime deal. You don't have to pay any extra. Okay. Rob says, oh, it charges by subscribers not sending emails. Yes. So that's another very important thing as well. So you're not charged by sending the emails, you're charged per subscriber. And also, I'm going to show you a really cool thing about this. When you go in there, there is also an option where you can get rid of people that don't respond to your emails, just to clean up your mailing list. So it's really, really cool. Sandra, I haven't really covered quite a lot here, so I'm still at the beginning of this webinar, so you haven't missed a lot. Rob, if you buy a single package, you don't have to use the Amazon SES, because if you buy the single package, the sending is in the package itself, so you're not going to be charged any extra. So there's no need to look for any sending service. So this is a full package. Once you buy it, you can send your emails through it, and you can build your mailing list that way. Right. Okay, Rob, well responded there. That's correct. So I don't know of any service out there that an email marketing service that has a lifetime deal. All these MailChimp, ConvertKit, Aweber, ActiveCampaign, they're all monthly payments. And as I mentioned, if you take on this offer, it's a one-time deal. You don't have to pay any monthly payments. And as you can see here, last time I did a preview of ConvertKit, I had quite a lot of subscribers. I mean, close to 5,000. But as you can see here, I pretty much got rid of a lot of them onto, and I brought them onto MailPoet so that I lower the amount I pay per month, because I used to pay about $99 for ConvertKit. All right, so I think we've covered a lot of this. Now let's go ahead and let's talk about this plugin and how it works. So what you want to do here is to go to plugins and then click on add new. So this is installing MailPoet. So over here, you want to search for MailPoet. Right, so as you can see here, we have version 3. Now, I've already gone ahead and installed it and activated it. Now, let me also mention something very important here. MailPoet is, in my from what I know, the only plugin that lives inside your WordPress website. Now, that is really, really cool. So everything is running on your WordPress website. Now, if you compare this to MailChimp, Aweber, and all these other services, you have to go outside your website and log into their system in order for you to build your mailing list. Now, this mailing list is living on your website, and this is pretty cool. At first, I was like, I wonder what happens if you have 10,000 subscribers. Does it slow down your website? Absolutely not. I mean, I've tried this. I've done some speed tests. The site is not affected by the number of subscribers on your website. So it's really, really exciting. All right. So let's say you go ahead and install this, right? Once you install it, you get an entry over here that says MailPoet. Okay. I'm just going to click on it so you can see how it works. It's very, very easy, very, very straightforward. So over here on this entry, you have emails, forms, subscribers, lists, segments, and settings. That's pretty much all you have. And I'm going to dive in and show you how this actually works. But there's something very important I need to mention here. So when you first sign up for MailPoet, they need to have a verifiable domain. So you have to give them a domain name, and then it takes about 24 hours. Once they verify that domain name, then you're going to get access to your main dashboard. So your main dashboard is where you're going to have all your license keys and any settings that you may need. But once you do that, you just grab your license key from that, and then you enter it here on the settings, and that activates the full package of MailPoet. So it's that simple. But the 24 hours is very important. You have to wait about 24 hours for them to give you access to the full features of that. But from what I've heard and from the other emails that I've seen and responses, it shouldn't take over 24 hours to verify the domain. I think that's just to make sure that they have a genuine domain name out there that is going to be using their system, because as you can imagine, people could use this for spamming purposes. Now, the other thing I also want to mention about this service is GDPR. It is GDPR ready, which means they require subscribers to verify their email or to confirm their email. And this is very good because a lot of times when people sign up for their email, they may not want to verify it. So if they don't want to verify it, it means they don't want to be on your list. So pretty much those emails will be excluded. Okay, so now let me show you. In fact, you know what? Before I continue, let me just check here. Sam says, Mac, until when is this offer available? This offer has been out for about 3 weeks, and usually on AppSumo these run out really fast. So there's no date on there, but you do need to act fast, because if you miss this, you're going to be stuck on paying monthly, and that is a pain, because if you start paying, you don't get access to the service. So it's very important that you Brenda here says, do you still need an SMTP as well? No, this just works. In fact, I'm going to show you here on this site. It's amazing. All right, so let's do a quick demo here and let me show you how this works. So over here, this is MailPoet. So you have the email tab. So first of all, if you come over here to the emails, this is where if you come over here to welcome emails, you can set up your welcome email. So let's say someone has signed up on your mailing list. You can come over here and you can say, okay, when someone subscribes on my list, and let's say the list is a Divi. In fact, you know what? Let's go to the lists first because we need to create the lists first. So here I have my lists. So let's say I add a brand new one here. So this one here, I'm going to call it newsletters. So let's say you want someone to sign up for your newsletter. So I'm going to save here. So you can also give it a description and say newsletter subscribers. Okay, I'm going to hit save. So now I have my list. So at any point you can come over here and delete any list that you don't need anymore. So I've just selected this one here. I can come over here, click on move to trash, click on apply, and this WordPress here is going to, in fact, let's do it one more time. Move to trash, click on apply. That's strange. Not sure why this is not deleting. But anyway, the newsletter here that I've created, the list that I've created now, if I come back over here to emails, I can create my welcome email. So to create my welcome email, all I have to do is to click on setup. On this drop down, I can choose the newsletter. So this is the email that the visitor sees after they sign up. Okay. And then you can choose here to say, okay, immediately, they should get immediately after they sign up, or it can be hours, days, weeks later. But you know what? I would like to leave it on immediately. If you click on next, look at that. These now are templates. And the one thing I like about these templates, by the way, is these templates are mobile friendly. So if you open it on the phone, it is going to look beautiful. And it's really amazing. And I think this is one thing that makes MailPoet really, really, really good. Okay, so let's say you want to use some of these templates. So if you scroll down here, there's also basic ones like, for example, this one here. But if you want to go for a fancy one, you could go for something like that. So if you say select, what you can do now is, after you hit select, you're going to go into a builder. So think about this builder like as Divi, right? But of course, it's not as powerful as Divi. But check this out. Here is where you add your subject line. And then you can now go in here and customize this. So let's say you want to add a logo here. You can just delete this one here, click on delete, and then I can drag my, so these are the items that I can drag onto my newsletter here. So I can drag my image, and let's say I'm going to use this logo here. That's just the default one here. So you can see here, I've just added my logo, and I can just hit done. And also, if you want to go in and customize this logo, if you click on this gear icon, you can set the size. So you can see here, I'm making it smaller, about 130. And I can add it over here to the left. I can center it. I can set it to the right. If I need to add some padding, I can also add some padding like that. But as you can see, the builder is not as powerful as Divi, of course, but it does the job. So once you're done with that, you can just hit done. And then over here, you can add, some more text if you need to, but I'm just going to delete that. Hit on delete. Now, let's say I want to make some changes to this. I can go here into my settings, and here is my background color. So let's say I want to match my background color here with my branding. So let's say this is my color here for my branding. I can just use my color like that. And over here now, you can say welcome to, and then you can just add your message here. So the message is the welcome message could be, welcome, thank you for signing up for my mailing list, blah, 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 blah. And then you can also add the latest blog posts on your website as well. So you can do that over here. And here is the block that you can use to add your blog post. So if I just drag it over here, you can see you can add, your post in there. And these are the posts. So let's say I choose that one, it gets added. If I choose this one here, it gets added as well. So it's up to you if you want to add that. But if you want to keep it simple, you can just have your main message here. So you can say, welcome to my mailing list, blah, 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 blah. And then over here, you can say, connect with me on our Facebook page or Facebook group. So that's the message you can add here. Now, if you don't want any of these, all you have to do is to go in and delete like that. Then you can delete this one as well. So you can really customize this and make it look however you want. Now over here, you can also add your social media icons. Again, if I click on this gear icon, I can add my Twitter link. So mine here is /MAK17. So that's my Twitter link. So if people come over here, they can click on these icons and go to my social media places. So as you can see, the builder here is very exciting. It's very minimal and it is easy to use. Now, the only thing that I want to say here is when it comes to the text, you can't really choose custom text. In fact, it may be something that I need to look more into because I haven't really seen where I can change my fonts easily. All right, so moving on, let's say I'm happy with that. I'm just going to click next. And then over here now, I can add my subject line and say, welcome to my mailing list or my newsletter. And then over here now, it says, send this welcome email when, and then this is the option now, when someone subscribes to the mailing list. And then, as you can see here, this is the option that's there. Or when a new WordPress user is added to your site. So I'll keep it here with when someone subscribe to the mailing list. That's more important. And then over here now, you want to choose the mailing list. So my mailing list here is the newsletter, but of course you can change this, to anyone. And then I've chosen immediately, or I can say hours later, and then I can choose how many hours. So it could be, I want to set it up to 2 hours after they sign up. The sender here is Mac. So that's me. I'm the one who's sending, and this is my email address. And this is where they can reply to. Now, the Google Analytics campaign, I haven't really looked into this, to be honest, so I just leave that as it is. And then once you're done, you hit active. So when you hit active and someone signs up for your newsletter, the email that we've just been customizing is the email that they get, right? So that's how it works. So I'm just going to hit activate here, and pretty much you get this email to say, right, everything is all active. So that's the newsletters. Any questions so far? Oh, Frode, is it Frode? Sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. Thank you very much for letting me know. Basically here we say, he's saying WordPress users is the default list and can't be deleted. Okay, I wasn't sure about that, so thanks for letting me know. Right, Monique says, does MailPoet allow you to send a file after someone signs up? Yes, it does. Sam says, could we use a subdomain to make our list more bigger? No, you don't need to use a subdomain. In fact, I'm going to show you how to create a landing page which will allow you to collect your emails. You don't need to use a subdomain. I mean, that's very unnecessary, to be honest, unnecessary. So let me show you how you would set this up. So let's move on to the next item here. And here, let's take a look at forms. So this is where you can have your form where people add in their name and email address. In fact, let me just show you quickly what it looks like. So this is our newsletter form. And to create a brand new form, all you have to do is to click on add new, and this is your form. And again, you have your blocks here, and you can select your list where you want that form to go to. So let's say that newsletter list that we created. Remember the newsletter list? We created a newsletter list and the welcome email. So now we want the opt-in form where they add their name and email address to be added onto the newsletter. Okay, so here is what we do. So this form here is going to go to the newsletter. Okay, and let's call this form newsletter subscribers. Okay, newsletter subscribers. Great. Now, as you can see, this form here doesn't look very exciting, and I'm sure you can agree with me. Now, here's the thing. When I was playing with this, I found out that I can actually have this form connect with Divi, and that's really cool. So let me show you how to do this. So I've created my form here. It's called newsletter subscribers. We have the welcome email, and we also have the list. Okay, so now if I hit save, and by the way, you can add more items here. So let's say you want to add an extra field, and let's say you want to add a first name. So there's our first name there. I can just drag it to the top like that. So now I have my first name, email, and then here I have subscribe. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to save. So newsletter subscribers, this is our opt-in form. Okay, great. Now let's create a page where people can go in and sign up for our newsletter. So now I'm going to come over here and click on add new. We're going to create a brand new page. So let's call this newsletter subscribers. I'm going to click on use Divi Builder. So I'm going to create the page now from scratch, the newsletter subscribers page. So let's build this from scratch. Okay. Right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start off by adding a single column here, and let's add a text module. And in this text module, let's just say sign up for the newsletter. Okay, so that's going to be my main text, and I am going to center it and set it to heading 1. Okay, now we also need to give them a reason to sign up for the newsletter. So this is where I'm going to click on this plus button, add another text module. There we go. Right, so let's pretend this is the reason why they need to sign up for the newsletter. I'm just going to make this text slightly bigger. So let's set it to about 16, and let's also center it. All right, great. I'm going to save that. Now let's add our opt-in form. So I'm going to search for opt-in. There we go, email opt-in. So now, because we have our title there already, we're going to get rid of this one here. Just going to delete that. And I'm also going to get rid of all this text like that. And then over here on the design, I'm going to go to layout and just make sure that body on top, form on bottom is set. All right, so now we can pretty much stylize this and make it look however we want. Now, if you saw what we had here on the form, this is really boring. And this one here is more exciting, and I'm sure you can agree with me. So if I go in here, I can start adding my borders. So let's go all the way down here. And here are my borders. I'm going to set it to 2 pixels. There we go. I know it's a bit too much, so I'm going to dial it down a little bit here by adding a bit of transparency. Great. So we can also work on the button here. So let's activate use custom styles for button, and we can give this button a color, and let's give this a background color as well. And let's add our border. So pretty much the form is taking shape. Now back over here, I'm going to go to background, and we're going to get rid of this background here. Great. So here, as you can see, we have first name, last name, email, and so on. So we want to get rid of the last name. So to do that, you want to come over here to fields and get rid of the last name. So now all we have is the first name and email. All right, so that's looking great. Now, one more thing, this thing looks way too wide. So we want to reduce this by coming over here, design, sizing, and let's reduce this to about Let's go 60. Okay, 60%. Now we can add another regular section. And we can even add a video in there. All right, so now we have our video. Let's save this and we're going to drag this to the top. So let's pretend that this video here is the video explaining why people need to sign up for the mailing list. In fact, let's first fix the sizing. So let's make this slightly smaller. So let's go with 50%. Save that, and we may want to add an image here in the background. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to add my image here. So let's say, which one can we go with? All right, so let's go with this one here. Okay, so that's the image we're going to have for our background. And we can also stylize it by coming over here. It's a bit too bright and in the way. So we're going to come over here to our blend and let's choose light. Okay, let's choose lighten. Right, so now I'm going to come over here and add my color. Then I'm just going to lower the opacity here and just show just a little bit of that image there. All right, so pretty much happy with that. So I'm going to come over here to my spacing and I'm just going to add a bit of padding. So let's add a bit of padding there. So what we can also do here, you can see here the video. Oops, this is a bit too much. So you can see here the video, we can actually improve this by adding an overlay image. So let's add an overlay image here. So I'm going to go with this one here, upload an image. There we go. Then I can go on to the design. Let's change our icon color. First of all, let's reduce the size of the icon and strange. Why is the icon color not changing? It's weird. Anyways. Right, so this is our landing page. So as you are creating your content on your website, this is where you tell people to come and sign up for the newsletter. Now, there's also a few things I need to do here. I need to go in and link this because this has not been linked to MailPoet yet. So I'm going to click here on the settings, and to link it, I need to come over here to email account. So first of all, I'm going to choose on this drop down, I'm going to choose MailPoet. I'm going to give this an account name. So I'm just going to call this newsletter. And then I'm going to hit submit. Right. So now if I click on this drop down, you notice that I have my lists. Okay. So under newsletter, here's my newsletter and I have it right there. Now, sometimes they don't show. So if you hit fetch, it just pretty much refreshes the system and this will give you the drop down again. And this is where you can select it. So now that you've added this, I'm just going to click on add. Oh, in fact, you know what? I've done that already, haven't I? Let me just, let me save this and refresh it one more time. Let's go back in. Now, this part is important because you need to make sure that this is all set up correctly. So I'm going to go into email account, MailPoet. Okay, let's hit submit. And then on my drop down here, it's set. So I'm going to hit add. Supposed to hit submit. Okay, sorry about that. Account name is newsletter. Submit. Okay, so that looks great. I'm going to save that. I'm going to save this page. And then we're going to exit the Visual Builder. Now it's time to test it and see if this is working. So on your website, this is where you can say, hey, go to this link and sign up for the newsletter. So if it's a promotion that you're doing, let's say for a company, you can create a company's landing page where they sign up for the discount code or whatever it is. So you can say, go to this website /discount and get your coupon code. So they'll land on a page which is similar to this. They add their email address and name. So let's try it now. So I'm going to add my name here and let me add an email address. And then I'm going to hit subscribe. So there we go. We have success. So that means I've been added onto the mailing list. Now I know what you're thinking. Has this actually worked? So let me show you now. So if I come back over here, I'm going to go to MailPoet and then I'm going to click on subscribers. So there we go. So you can see here, my list is newsletter. That's the email that I've just added. And the reason why it's saying unconfirmed is because I have to go now to my email and confirm this. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to come over here and go to Gmail. And here's my confirm thing. So if I click here, I don't know why it's saying spam, but anyways, if I click here on I confirm my subscription, this is the GDPR part of it where you're supposed to confirm this. Now, as you can see here, it says, yep, we've added you to the mailing list. You'll hear from us shortly. As you can see, this page here doesn't look great. So we do need to design our pages, our confirmation pages, and so on. So now if I go back over here, you can see here it says unconfirmed. If I refresh this, this should be turned to confirmed. And there we go, subscribed. So that's how it works. Very, very easy. If you have any questions, please add your questions in the comments box below. Are we together so far? Are we together on it so far? Looks like I have a question here. The question here is from Joanne. Say, if I click the buy MailPoet button, it just... Yes, if you add your email address, Joanne, and your name and email address and click buy, it should take you to the offer. The reason why I've done that is because I need to keep track of the people that I need to give access to the bonuses. So let me know if that works. If not, I'll have to fix it quickly. What happens if you add your name and email address and you hit buy MailPoet on that page? All right, so moving on. Okay, great. So moving on. So over here now, we've confirmed our subscribers. I want to go back over here to settings. Now this settings here is also very, very, very important. So over here, you have your basics. The default sender, that's me, Mac and Creative Astro. Reply, that's me again, Mac, Creative Astro. If anyone wants to reply the email, it's going to come to this email address. So that's a no-brainer. Okay. Next, subscribe in comments. This is really cool. You can add you can add this feature here, subscribe to comments automatically. So let's say you have a blog and you have all your articles on your John, yes, you can watch it later. You can watch it later. So anyway, what I was saying was subscribe in comments is very, 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 very good, because what you can do with this now is, let's say you're running a blog. On that blog, you'll have an option for anyone to subscribe onto the mailing list. So you don't even have to have the actual landing page. So let me just hit save settings here and let's take a look and see if I have a blog post that I can go to and take a look. So I'm going to go to post. So I'm pretty sure I have a basic post here. So let's go to our dashboard. So I'm going to hit all posts. So here, I'm just going to click on view and I'm going to open this in a new tab. Okay. So if I scroll all the way down here, there's also something very important I forgot to mention. This MailPoet also works with pop-ups. I've actually tried it on this pop-up that I created and it works really well. So if you want to create some pop-ups for your websites, this works as well. So this is free with your Divi subscription. So you can go ahead and use Monarch for that. All right. So over here now on the comments, look at that. It says, yes, add me to the mailing list. Isn't that cool? So let's say someone leaves a comment here. They can also click on this check mark and say, and they can be added to the mailing list. So this is really cool if you have a blog, which is very, very popular. So that option is there as well. Right. So I thought I'll just show you that quickly. Let me just respond to this question quickly. So Brenda says, can I import existing ConvertKit subscribers? Absolutely, yes. And I am going to show you how to import your subscribers. And to be honest, it is very, very easy. I was very surprised how easy it was. All right, so let's continue here. So you can activate that. Now, if you have any registration forms on your website, you can also add this check mark and this will also add them onto subscribe on the registration form. And don't forget over here, you need to set this to the newsletter list. Okay, so moving on, this is where now you can create your pages. So manage subscription. So this is the page which shows you the subscribers. So you can create your own page. Unsubscribe page, again, you can just copy the message here. In fact, let's have a look at the message. So let's say someone wants to unsubscribe. They would come to a page that's similar to this. So if they want to unsubscribe, they can just click here on manage subscription, but you want to have this on your own page because as you can see here, this doesn't look great. So you can actually create your own page. And when you click on this drop down, you can then find that page for, the page that you've just created called unsubscribe. Okay, stats. So you can also have stats notifications. So as soon as someone signs up, you can get emails sent to you and it will be sent to this email that we have here on the top. And then moving on, you can also have new subscriber notifications. So I normally leave it at no because that's just too many emails in your mailbox. Okay, so you can also have the short codes. To be honest, I don't really use this. And you can also have like a shortcode to show how many people have signed up on the list. So let's say I want to know how many subscribed. I can come over here, copy that shortcode. And if I go on to our sign up page, where's that page we just created? In fact, we can go on a page and just add that shortcode and then it just shows you how many people are subscribed. So it's something that you can use if you really want to do that. Now, here's the sign up confirmation. So the email that I saw here when I came to my to confirm my email is this one here. It says, welcome to our newsletter. Now you can customize that email by coming over here. You can see it says confirm your subscription. Hello, welcome to our newsletter. You can change this text to whatever you want. And you can also change pretty much everything here. And here, rather than say the team, you can just say Mac, for example. And then you can also have your confirmation page. Now, I suggest that you create your own confirmation page because the default ones here don't look really great. So you want to create your own confirmation page. So like, for example, this one here, which says, yep, we've added you to our mailing list. You'll hear from us shortly. You can create a nice landing page, with animations or whatever it is that you want, or even a video to say, hey, thank you for signing up for the mailing list, blah, 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 blah. So that is also possible. And then all you have to do is after you've created the page, you can just click on this drop down and then point to that page. Okay, so that is it here with the sign up confirmation. Now send with. Now this is the most important part. So as you can see, I've activated this, and this is what the deal comes with. So when you sign up and you activate your codes after buying it from AppSumo, you get the sending options, and this is the MailPoet sending service. So, and from what I've heard, the sending service is really, really, really good. So here, you don't have to do any setups, but if you want to use another service, I don't know why you would want to do that, but the option is here. You can use other service providers, but I'm just good with that. Now over here on the advanced, you have newsletter task scheduler. Now this is, advanced stuff, but the one that I am really interested in here is I would like to track the open and click tracking. So if someone clicks on an email, I would like to see those stats, because this also shows your stats. And over here, this is the option that I was talking about. Stop sending to inactive subscribers. So if someone doesn't open your email, let's say after 3 months, you can just set it up here to automatically stop sending, and then you can go ahead and delete them and get them off your list. Because to be honest, if they have not opened your emails after 6 months, why do you want to have them on your list? Get rid of them. Not in a bad way though. Okay, so share anonymous data, I just leave this on, it doesn't really matter. And I just use the built-in capture here, I don't do anything. And errors, to be honest, I don't even touch that as well. So the most important thing here is the stop sending to inactive subscribers. So this is really, really good. And then finally over here, this is where you add your key. So that's the key. That's where you add your key to activate this. So I'm not going to show this because it's going to show my key, and because this video is going to be obviously public, I don't want the key to be used. Okay, so pretty much that's all that is to this MailPoet service. It is really, really good, and I highly recommend it. Now, I know I've been saying a lot of positives about this. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to services like ConvertKit, ConvertKit is way more powerful. No, I wouldn't say way more, but it's more powerful than this because it uses tags and it has automations, meaning you can set, your tags. Like if someone buys this, then do that. If someone does this, then do this. And then if someone does this, remove them from the list. Now, these are all the advanced stuff that ConvertKit does. But to be honest, even myself, I haven't really used those advanced, the advanced features. But if you want to build your list and send your emails out on a regular basis, this will do the job. To be honest, it will do the job 100%. And there's also basic automations here. You can set this so that if you create a blog post on your website, it automatically sends an email out to your newsletter subscribers. So that's a really cool feature. It will save you a lot of time, and you can set up all this in your emails. So let me just take a quick look here. So this is where you set it up. In fact, let me show you that. So this is your latest post notifications. If you hit setup, again, you can say once a day at a specific time, or you can say weekly on a specific day. So this is really, really cool. Now, I like using immediately because this now works in the sense that if once I publish a blog post, it sends the email out immediately. So that's the option that you could opt for. And this is really cool. And again, you can go into all these newsletter templates and design your own template. So you can go with this basic one here if you want. Now, first of all, you can do a quick preview just to see what it looks like. So this could be your main message. And then look at that, today's top stories. So it will show you the latest post that you've set up. And again, it has the builder, which does the drag and drop. So you can go in and drag and drop all the elements that you need for this. All right. So any questions so far? Stephen, very good question. When installing on a client's website, is a separate key used? Yes. When you sign up for MailPoet, you get a list of all sorts of keys. So those are the keys that you use, and those keys are matched with that domain. So let's say, for example, that client doesn't want the service anymore. You can just delete the key, and then it stops working on the client's website. So yes, you have a bunch of keys that you use, and these, as you know, they are unlimited keys. All right. Any more questions? This is recorded, by the way. In fact, I may just add it onto YouTube, but of course you can rewatch this again on this platform. So yes, it's going to be saved. Any more questions? Now, if you Shahul says, where is the lifetime link? If you click here on the button below this video, if you click on that button, it will take you to a landing page. Once you add your name and email address, it will take you to the lifetime deal. Now, the reason why I've created that page is because I'm going to create a mini course on how to set up all this. I know in this live workshop, I just went quickly and just went through a lot of stuff, but I'm going to make a much compact mini course that will just show you how to get it all set up correctly. Joanne says, I've just purchased MailPoet from AppSumo. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Right. So let me just go over the main reasons why email marketing is important. And I know I've touched on this before. So let's say you want to go into affiliate marketing. Now, this landing page that I've just created is also using MailPoet. So this is also affiliate marketing, because if you buy MailPoet using my affiliate link, which is on that page, which you'll see after clicking this button, you're going to be taken on to that page. Now, that page is going to pretty much capture the emails of everyone that I'm going to send a bonus to. So this is also part of email marketing. Now, imagine if I was just sending people straight to the MailPoet landing page. I wouldn't even have access to those people that bought it anyways, because these companies don't show you that information. So by applying this bridge page, it allows me to add extra value to anyone that is supporting me by buying MailPoet using my affiliate link. So it's very, very powerful, and this is the right way to do affiliate marketing. Now let's move on to the next item, which is freelance designers. Freelance designers can up their game by providing email marketing services to companies. You just have to be creative with it. As I've shown you in this, you can create specific landing pages using the Divi Builder, connect your form to MailPoet, and it will look beautiful. You can customize it, brand it, and make it look however you want it. And this is the power of the integration between MailPoet and Divi. So you can actually go to your existing customers right now and say to them, look, I have an extra service that I want to add to your website. And this is email marketing. You show them how it works, or even run it for them. So you running it for them and showing them the stats and the results, it is really, really cool. And this is how you can get to charge extra for the websites that you've already created. Now, as you know, we are right now in a very difficult time where work can be, quite difficult to get. So this is something that you can immediately start contacting your customers and say to them, look, I have something to offer. I want to add this service to you. It can help you improve your business and get in touch with your customers. So this is now you using this service. And by the way, remember, each website has up to 5,000 subscribers. So, I mean, 5,000 for a small business website, it's more than enough, to be honest. And If they're doing a very good job and they get a lot of people signing up, then they can move on to a higher package and continue that way. Right, small business owners. So let's say you're not a freelance designer, you don't do affiliate marketing, and you just have your small business. This is how you can keep in touch with your customers. Give them something of value, like for example, a discount code, or even maybe a free session. So it could be that you're a fitness coach or you're a financial coach, a relationship coach, whatever it is. You can create your landing page and offer maybe 30 minutes free, and those 30 minutes free allows you to add them onto the mailing list, and these are the people that you can email later on for other services. Or if you're going to have a seminar, look, you now have a mailing list, and it's easy now for you to go to that mailing list and say, hey, I'm running a seminar in my city, can you come down? It's going to be 20% off because you guys are on my mailing list. That's how we can use it. Now, there's no other way that you can actually control your business in terms of sending out messages than this service here. It's very, very powerful. Now, moving on to the next one. Let's say you want to go into blogging and you'd like to build an audience, creating blogs and so on. Again, you're going to need a mailing list because the blog is going to help you grow that online business. I can see here there's a few questions coming through. Brenda says, is the link to the lead magnet then? No, it doesn't have to be on the welcome page. It can be if you want, but it can also be a specific link. So on the main landing page, let's say you're creating a website for a fitness coach. The landing page could be, welcome to Mr. X fitness program. Sign up below for, maybe let's say 6 hours free one-to-one coaching. So it can work on the landing page as well. So yes, that's a very good question. It can work on a landing page, or you can have a specific page which you then direct people to in your promotional material. So let's say you go to your Facebook page and you want to promote that specific link. That's the link you add to that particular page. But yes, absolutely, you can have this on the main landing page. It's very powerful. If you go to funnelstoincome.com right now, you're going to see an opt-in on the landing page. So that's another example. Okay, so very good question, Brenda. David says, yes, David, there will be a recording of this. So I will save this recording. There's another question here saying, can we upload the existing mailing list to MailPoet? Yes, you can. In fact, let me find that. I was supposed to cover it, but I forgot, to be honest. So if I come over here to emails, it should be here. Let's have a look here. So I'm going to hit edit. I've actually seen that that option to import, and I've actually imported the emails. Let me just find this for you. Okay, it's not here. Okay, let's try emails. It's crazy. I've actually imported the emails, but now I can't find it. This is strange. Okay, it should be here on lists. Let's have a look. Okay. So how you get to it is, let's go back. So you see this option here, which says import, export. So this is how you'd import So you can upload a file from MailChimp, or you can do this from ConvertKit. Now, like I said, I've done this already. Now, the thing is, I don't want to import it again because it has some sensitive information. I don't think people will be pleased to see their emails being shown here on the live stream. But let me see if I can try and export this few emails that I have and export them as well. So to get to it, what you need to do is to go to subscribers. Okay, so that's where you need to go. So you can see here, this is my list. So if I go to subscribers, that's where we can import and export. So let's export this list. So I'm going to click here on export. I can pick which list I need to export to. So let's say I need to export my first list. And then here I can choose the field that I need to export. So I don't care about the list status. I don't care about the last name. And I don't care about the global status. All I need is the email and a first name. So it needs to be in a CSV file, by the way. That's what I found quite easy to work with. So if I hit export, you can see here it has been downloaded onto my computer. Now, let's go back to subscribers. And I want to import. So now we're going to pretend that this list that we've exported was from MailChimp or from ConvertKit. So if I click on import, I can click here on upload a file. I can choose the file, and I know the file is in my downloads. And here it is, MailPoet, CSV. I'm going to click open. And then I'm going to go to next step. And now you can see these are the two emails. So I can now choose where I want that to be added. So let's say I need to add this to my first list. And then I click on next. And then it gives you here 2 existing subscribers where I will add it to my first list. So now let me go to my list here and see if my first list has those 2. Yes, it has. There we go. So that's how it works. Joanne, thank you so much. I was getting a bit tired, so I couldn't find the option. But anyway, thanks. I managed to find it. Okay, so I can see here there's quite a few questions. Let's have a look. Right, now this is a Daniel. This is a very, very interesting question, and to be honest, I'm not sure how that would work. So the question here is, if you exceed the 5,000 subscribers capacity, can we create another list on a subdomain, or our mailing list can get more than 5,000 subscribers? Thanks. To be honest, creating a subdomain would not be a good idea because it would be very difficult to manage both lists on the same website, but on a subdomain. But of course, if that's the way you'd prefer to do it, I'm pretty sure you can, because it will register as a subdomain when you create the license. So it should work when you do that. But I haven't tried it yet, so please don't quote me on that one. I haven't tried it. That's the honest answer. So I don't know if that would work, but my gut feeling is that should work. Okay, right. Okay, so it looks like we've pretty much covered everything in regards to MailPoet. So as I mentioned, I highly recommend it, and this is key to getting started. And this offer, to be honest, has come at a very, very good time, because this is where we can get to start setting it all up, testing it, making sure it works. And if you have any issues or any problems, you can contact me, and I'll do my best to help you out. Set it up correctly. All right, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. So we're going to try and have 2 of these or 1 of these live workshops during the week just so that we keep connected and we work together. Thank you very much for tuning in, and have a great rest of the week. And please, please, please stay safe. Stay safe. Stay safe. We need you. Please stay safe. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next live workshop. I will send an email out to notify you once it is when it is going to be available. All right, take care, and I'll see you soon.